the second video. That might be too loud. This is the second video in series of restoring the Commonwealth in Fallout 4. Now, I have beat this game previously, and I enjoy it a lot. I still play it every day. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm getting a call. Yeah. Hello? Hey. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah. I didn't. There were things in there from Low Mountain, but not. But there was a. No, so I didn't know what it was. But they were regular size, but one was pretty thick. So, and I don't need the card for the next few days. Just next time I go into the pulmonologist, they're gonna want it because they get a bill it, or else somebody's gonna get a bill. It's not gonna be this address or probably grandma's, but somebody's gonna get a bill. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Yeah. Those don't fall off. Yeah. Alright. Yep. Alright. Alright. Bye. Sorry guys, I should not have answered that phone. I realize it takes so freaking long. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is just kind of cleaning this place up, mostly because I like clean spaces, especially when I'm building things. So anything that's highlighted in yellow, I can only scrap that. I can only pull the materials from it. But anything in now blue, used to be green, I changed it to blue. Anything now blue, there's no reason to take it out, but see, this is yellow, so I can only scrap it. There's no way to store it, which I wouldn't really want to store it anyways. But I also wanted to point something else out here. There is a caps stash. So it gives me, 19 caps, which, as I mentioned before, is the currency in this game. Turn the radio on, because I like listening to the radio. I love this kind of music, as I'm sure I mentioned before. Get rid of that, and look, it says contents transferred to workshop. So anything that was inside here, or in those containers, are now in the workshop if I want to go back with this later. Mods, not in this. This is purely, I turned off all of my mods for this. See, this will only let me scrap this, which I don't mind because I don't like this fence anyways. But I have been messing with mods, and I really love playing with them. One of the things that I have really enjoyed doing is a mod where it restores Sanctuary, this town, to pre-war. So it fixes all the streets. This house, I believe this house right here, which was my pre-war house, we'll go through it and look at it, is completely restored. Everything inside is the exact same as in the beginning of the game. And I really like it just because I like things to look nice. I'm slightly OCD, so I like things to look nice. Get rid of these fences because they look like crap. Again, I'm OCD, so. And it's going to be weird for me to get used to not having a crap ton of building materials. So anything that I want to build, since I'm not using mods, is going to have to be done and collected by hand. Which is really going to suck. Like, I get the mods to disable trophies, it's not as authentic, but it is so much easier. So I'm guessing because Cosworth is outside this house, yeah, this used to be my old house. So, I'm pretty nostalgic about this place. Store that. I'm just going to leave that there because I like having the TV on. These magazines, Grognek the Barbarian, perfect. They give you special stats. So this one says critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do 5% damage. So these are always good. And I'm not entirely sure. I haven't quite decided if you have to keep it in order to keep that perk or if it's just a one-time thing. But after talking with my friend who also plays this, He thinks it's just kind of a one-time thing. So I sell them. They're about 80 caps a piece. And so yeah. I'm going to keep that mirror, but there's a Radix in it. Is that a scale? There's a scale. I mean, that's not a scale. I was going to say, there's a scale built in to the floor. That's way cool. But no, I don't think that's a scale. So there's a year special. It gives you any one of these that you want. So it doesn't give you perception, but and it doesn't give you intelligence. But the other 5 it gives you. Probably the one I like the best is agility, just because lockpicking is frequently used in this game, and so I want to upgrade that as fast as I can. Where is all the rest of the stuff, like Sean's crib? Interesting. Maybe I already collected. I'll have to go look. It's been so long since I did the first video that I don't remember what I took last time. So, get rid of this fencing. This is not what we're going to do for the whole thing today, because this actually takes forever to clean up. It's just a lot of crap, and there's no reason to go and spend the entire video today just cleaning crap up, because that's not fun. That's not what you guys want to see. But I did want to get a little bit of it done, because it is a major part of Fallout, especially when you get into starting to have settlements. You will have to know about crafting and taking things apart. You can still kind of faintly hear the radio playing. If you want to hear the radio playing all the time, and you open your Pip-Boy after you get out of this, let me get this tree. This tree will bug me. So, random toaster. So if you want to listen to that radio all the time, if you go into your Pip-Boy, you go over all the way to radio. You have two right now. First one is classical radio, which just plays classical music, and then Diamond City Radio. And no matter where you go, whether it's underground, whatever, you will always be able to hear that radio. Now, I have listened to this music so much that I could probably sing you every song by heart. Actually, I want to turn my light on just to see. Yeah, I've listened to that radio so much. And I can actually move the radio. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check because I don't remember storing. Oh, that's helpful. Stim packs are extremely important. I don't remember hiding or taking Sean's crib. Maybe I did.
No bobby pins.
Oh, damn, I haven't found any Bobby's pins yet. Another perk I love is one where you don't ever break your bobby pins. And, well, that's actually a perk in the game. So you'll eventually receive that. But one of the mods, as they're called, is that you don't have to turn it at all. You don't have to try and figure out where it sits in order to open the lock. You just twist it and it opens. And it also allows you to not have to try and figure out for the terminals, and we'll get to that later, but for the terminals it's just one word. You don't have to try and figure out which one it is, and it's super nice. So this is Sanctuary. This is the pre-war town that we lived in, and this is, I don't know if it's necessarily like your main base, but one thing that I've learned is that for the most part, except when you get into the higher levels, Sanctuary is pretty much safe. Like there's no, you never get attacked while you're in Sanctuary. And so if you're just, you kind of want to break, you just kind of don't necessarily want to get into any fights. Maybe if you're low on stim packs or whatever, and you just kind of want to spend some time building and not be super stressed, you can come here, build yourself a shack, and just kind of relax. I spent a lot of time in Sanctuary, just kind of rebuilding. And it has certainly made a difference for me when I want to... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dang it. Oh well. It's certainly made a difference for me after I choose to... What am I trying to say? When it comes to being anxious about building settlements, so that will probably require a bobby pin, which I don't have, because Sanctuary, and I'm not entirely sure about this, so don't quote me on this, but I think Sanctuary may be the biggest plot of land when it comes to building settlements. And so despite, having the houses up that, take up some of the space, as far as people, it's certainly the easiest to attract the most people here. You don't have to worry about having it super protected, at least until you get to a higher level. And it's kind of a nice spot to build, and it's not super complicated. Doesn't have hills all over the place. So it's just, for creative purposes, I really like it. That swing set's broken, which is why I'm getting rid of it. That we can keep, I don't really care. Sanctuary will pretty much rely on this house right here, particularly because this is where the workbench is situated. Hold on. Clear all this out. So you've got the workbench situated here. got an armor workbench, you've got a power armor station, the weapons workbench, there's the workbench. They're pretty much... Oh, I did not want to do that. Crap. That is gonna suck. Don't worry, we'll find a way to build one. Those weapons workbenches aren't that hard to build. Clean that up. So yeah, everything will kind of revolve around here. When we meet some people in the city down the road, that's kind of where... This is kind of where they'll hang out. When you put the beds in, this is kind of probably where you're going to want to put the beds. This is just kind of your main hub for Sanctuary. Clean this out. There's a lot of crap in here. Contents transferred to workbench. There's probably a bobby pin in there. So I will go collect those. Oop. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we got this almost cleaned out. I don't know why I didn't get rid of this stuff. Alright, so we got that cleared out. Now let's see if we can go back and build an armor. What did I just highlight? Oh, a wrench. If I can build that weapons workbench that I destroyed. Like I said, I'm a neat freak, so this is just kind of the stuff that bothers me. That kickball that I just scrapped, no matter how many times you scrap it, it will always come back. Even to this day, I am picking up kickballs from this house. Can't explain it. That's just how it happens. So, in order to build any of the workbenches, you go over here to crafting. Oh, and see, I don't have any of them open because I need local leader. I can craft these, though there's no real reason to, since we haven't even gotten into Nuka World yet, so we have nothing to craft in there. So, first thing we're going to want to do is 10mm pistol. We got about 106 rounds, if I counted that correctly. Yeah, I did. So, there's tons of stuff here. Here is a cooking station. Oh, and we got something to cook. Look at that. You can tell I'm super accurate. You've taken radiation damage, reducing your max health. Visit a doctor, use a razor blade to restore your rads. Restore the health. See? Nope, nothing in there. Nothing in there. TV dinner tray, nothing there. Nothing in there. Yep, there's some bobby pins for us. There's a cool poster. Television. When we restore power in this place, then we can actually hook up the buildings to power and those TVs will turn on. They won't show anything, unfortunately, but I like to have them on. I don't know. I'm weird like that. There's also another... Let's see what he's got. Shell. Stim packs. Ooh, short double barrel shotgun. And we just took his clothes. Yep. There's also another mod that will restore the bridge, make it look nice and good. It's not the one that also works with the water. That mod I found doesn't quite work as well. The one that is purely just the bridge is the one that I like to use. Let's see what goodies we can find here. This is the Red Rocket truck stop. Probably the next safest place to Sanctuary. And here's our best pal.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
So, we can ask him if he's okay, We can be mean to him, saying you're a mutt, which I never do because I don't like being mean. We can ask him if he has an owner. Or we can just say, hey, let's go be my companion.
You want to come with me, pal? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
I love dog meat. He is the best. So anytime you discover a place, if you saw before the little rocket at the bottom of our screen, he's found something. So he found us a stim pack and a first aid kit. Thank you, dog meat. If you notice at the bottom of the screen, as we turn, there's different things around us. We actually have an objective. So we go over to data. Out of time, investigate Concord, which is the town that I talked about, where we'll meet the people. If you'll notice, things that are close by will be outlined on our little mini-map down here as we turn. So right now the only one is Concord, which is down there, and this red rocket truck stop. Every time you discover a new place like this, you get a little bit of XP. I forgot that even was a door. So here's just random stuff in here. You can take the cram because you eat that. So there's the weapons workbench, radio. And these are called mole rats, and they are pesky little punks. I do not like them. Dog meat does not either, if you can tell. Give you meat, hide, and sometimes teeth. They will usually always give you meat and something else. So, and it's good to cook, it's good to eat. It'll give you points. However, if you do not cook it and just eat it, it won't give you as many points, and it may even give you some radiation. Sometimes in here, they will have food. Most of the time it's just moldy food. Those magazines I talked about earlier, you can actually store them on this magazine rack. I'll show you. So if you go down to miscellaneous, which is where it will be, you put Grognak the Barbarian on there, and your special. Actually, you can't put your special on there. But now if you look, the magazine is on there. So and you can take it back off again. Let's open these doors. Bottle caps are important to take. I take the cigarettes simply because they're worth a decent amount of caps. So I take them, and it's always good to keep and sell when we go to vendors. So there's a cap stash, and then the Red Rocket terminal. And sometimes these terminals will give you information. They'll let you access turrets, they'll let you access doors, safes, and sometimes it's just information, talks about different things about back when, just information about back before the bombs fell, obviously. So they're kind of fun to look to, especially if you like learning about the lore of the game. And if you come over here, this is the garage for Red Rocket. And you search it, and now you can use the workshop. Oh, sometimes I forget to do that. So, you can go around, get rid of stuff, and do different things like that. Now, the materials that you collect do not transfer between the different workshops that you have. So if you have 60 pieces of metal at Sanctuary, the internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. It better get better. I hope you guys can still see this, because apparently this stupid thing is not working. Anyways, if you got 20 pieces of metal at Sanctuary, you will have to collect your own for Red Rocket Truck Stop. Now, of course, there is an exception to that. The exception being that once you get settlers in your settlements, which Red Rocket Truck Stop can be a settlement, you can assign one of them to be a supply line traveler, which means they can carry supplies between here and other settlements that you have. Thus, the 60 metal will over here will combine with this metal, and you will always have your building materials anywhere you need them. So that is always super helpful. I'm just going to clean this up. Yeah, it is going to be really weird for me to not have the mods, because the mods are super helpful. Store that. Store that. Chemistry station. Chemistry station allows you to create different things you have supplies for. Like you can create a stim pack, because I've got some antiseptic, blood packs, and steel. Let's see, we got some stuff for that, and we leveled up. So, one of the biggest places the mods affect, in my opinion, is the chemistry station, simply because you can create ammo, guns, pretty much anything in this game. So, that's Red Rocket Truck Stop. And we will probably visit this place later, but right now you probably just want to see us explore. So let's go explore. This is Concord. This is the nearest town to Sanctuary. First town we see. I'm going to turn my light off simply because there are enemies around. Now, you can never clean up Concord. Concord's always just this way. Now, if you'll notice, I may have spoken about this before, but in the minimap, so you can see different outlines. They're not as bright, but you can see, and there's an enemy. Get her, dog meat. See, he killed her like a boss. You can see a little number above our objective. That is, I don't know if it's like steps or whatever, but it's a unit of measurement in the game. 38 round. Now I want to go in here and use my new shotgun. I am out of ammo for this.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Alright, so we need to grab a laser musket. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, let's pick up fusion cells, they're important. So, this is our next objective. One thing I like to do, you see at the bottom, it says sort, or favorite, F-A-V, favorite. You can actually set these favorites up so you can quickly access them without going into your Pip-Boy. So, let's go inside. My brother's home. Ugh. Alright. You're gonna hear me eat things. I'm addicted to warheads, so it'll kind of help me stay awake and be active. So let me pop one of these in here first. Don't worry, we're not going to lose anybody just because we're taking forever. Especially at the beginning of the game. For the beginning of the game, this gun is actually extremely lethal. Sorry, it's sour. So, I actually packed this around for quite a while because it was the most powerful weapon I had.
Lock's really strong.
Can't quite pick that yet. So I have to go through here. So this is a museum, Concord, Maryland. Notice it's kind of revolutionary in style. That was that same gate that we tried to open. I have no fear. You, on the other hand, should fear greatly. That's how you do it.